Ndị Igbo should leave Tinubu and focus on Ikpeazu and Theodora Orji. It is evident that the Nigerian masses are interested in seeing positive and real steps in the fight against corruption in Nigeria. The problem is that most times the electorates with the political tool to change the corrupt leadership in their respective states through the ballot box have failed woefully to focus on the corruption at the state level. While the political activists from Igbo states are chasing the former governor of Lagos State, Chief Bola Tinubu, and the transportation minister Rotimi Amechi of Rivers State, the governor from the southeast states are left off the hook and not being properly scrutinized. In Abia State, for example, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) revealed how former governor Theodora Orji withdrew 500 million naira from the state's account for 8 years. The EFCC is alleging that Theodora Orji started the monthly withdrawal when he was chief of staff to the convicted former governor of the state, Orji Kalu. The primary reason why corruption has thrived in Nigeria is that perpetrators at all levels have been clever enough to ensure that all relevant parties are settled. Law enforcers and political whistleblowers are most times silenced by receiving a cut from the loot or forced by unseen hands wielding more powers than the government to succumb to intimidation and blackmail. These scenarios of democratization of corruption have inflicted collateral damage on the development of the state. While Ndị Igbo were fascinated about Tinubu for years, Orji Kalu transferred power to Theodora Orji, who in turn handed over to Okezie Ikpeazu. These scenarios of democratization of corruption have left Abia State in a dire state to the extent that it has been characterized as the worst state in Nigeria. While Igbos and Nnamdi Kanu were fascinated about Buhari, Theodora Orji made his son the Speaker of the Abia State House of Assembly. If Nnamdi Kanu and their Igbo activists against corruption had focused on Abia State, Theodora Orji may not have succeeded. Uzokalo. Over 145 accounts used by Theodora Orji to coordinate the transfer of 150 billion naira belonging to the good people of Abia State, whose civil servants are owed salary arrears, have been linked to Orji's family. The EFCC has also traced hundreds slush accounts to Chinedum. It is those good that the EFCC is extending their investigations to Theodora Orji, first son, Chinedum, and his brother are now frequent guests at the EFCC. The question is, how should Ndi help restore good governance at the state level? How should we make our elected officials return to the good old days before the quest for material wealth took control and led them to this present state of descendants? The reverting to the original nature of the sense of shame, courtesy, right and wrong will constitute the four good beginnings of processes and actions that will halt this devastating corruption and moral erosion in Nigeria. I believe that it was Nigerians' departure from their original nature to seek personal gains that brought about greed, which led to strife as men, both in and outside public service, went after profit and fight for personal benefits. So let us all look inward and focus on what is going on out our respective states before attempting to clean out other people's houses. After all, charity begins at home. Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, to an extent, I agree with the writer only in parts. Igbos have not paid adequate attention to the gross mismanagement and robbery going on in their home state. So many robbery has occurred through these leaders, but the Igbos have not been able to detect all of this. Particularly in Imo and Abia states, the two are the most robbed states in the last 20 years of our democracy. That said, it's proper for Igbos to be worried about what Tinubu and his cohorts are doing in Lagos. So, in as much as the Igbos are still paying attention on Theodora, Orji, and the son, they still need to still leave their left eye on Tinubu because he is also a master of this corruption. He also took part in the siphoning of the state fund. You know, the Igbos are the ones paying the various taxes in Lagos. Igbos taxes in various forms combinedly account for 60% of the internally generated revenue of Lagos State. The highest tax that Lagos State generates is being paid by the Igbos. And that is the main reason why I said that as soon as the Igbos leave Nigeria, believe you me, the GDP of Nigeria will drop drastically because there will not be any high um any high expectation in tax in Nigeria any longer. Nigeria will no longer be able to generate more money through tax any longer because the Igbos are the people that pay more tax, and that is because of the level of their business in Nigeria. There is proof for that. And that is the main reason why when Ojukwu was alive, he's still tackling the Igbos, telling them why must they establish a giant business like this in a country that is not theirs. So please, my viewers, permit me to say that it all goes well if Theodora Orji and the son are held down, and also Tinubu as well is also checked on. So please, the only thing that can save Nigeria from insecurity is to allow the youth to rule Nigeria. Tinubu can't rule Nigeria again because if they give him that opportunity, I don't know what is going to be the fate of Nigeria. So please let us not make the same mistake we make in voting President Muhammadu Buhari into power. Today, Nigerian, everyone is suffering. Old age is very, very bad. So, we must do everything humanly possible to stop this. So, my great viewers, I want to believe that I have spoken at length. A word they say is enough for the wise. Don't forget to leave your comment behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons